Welcome, one and all, astrology lovers, star seeds, light workers, shadow workers, mystics, and you beautiful lovers and warriors. We are here tonight for Astrology Tuesday Night Live. I am Chanda Sparkles, and we're going to dive into the Libra chart. We got a Libra full moon happening. Oh my goodness. Just like literally tomorrow night, okay? Tomorrow night for some, early in the morning for others, different times. It's all posted below. All the information you need is always posted below, by the way. Smudging the chat, sending love, sending light. Una la sheke manahai nun, ina una kishimo nuntai, aena kina shunimai. Una kime hai, una shikamane, una keshetuto karaboka chiki. We are going to have a beautiful evening. Come on in. Namaste and Lakesh, my friends. There you go. Palo Santo in the house, smudging your area. It's basically sage on steroids. If you don't have Palo Santo, I don't know what you're thinking. Have it every single day. I'm happy to be back. We have a little bit of a different setup going over here. I brought in Cosmo tonight. I am an Aries moon, and we are in Aries season. I have Chiron in Aries, and I'm having my Chiron return currently. So I had to bring the fire. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring that fire in tonight because we are talking about the sun in Aries conjunct to Chiron. Not too far off from Jupiter. All right there in Aries, standing across the sky, having a deep, serious conversation with this Libra full moon. We're talking about air element and fire element, okay? Both of these elements we are transitioning as a collective into. For many years we've been in this water and earth, and it's going to start transitioning now. So come on in. We will look at the chart. We're also going to look at the degree placement for this Leo moon, which really was mind-blowing. I couldn't even believe it when I read it. We'll throw that up on the screen for you to read it along as well. We will also read some cards. If you just now are signing in, I'll give you a little sneak peek as to what we got going on down here. And that's it right there. Look at this. And then, oh my goodness. And there's the chart. So we'll be going over all of this tonight, and then we'll do some cards for all of the elements. It'll be a lot of fun. You definitely want to hang out and have some fun with us tonight. I see some of you are loading in the chat. Now, I'm going to say this. I've been saying it over and over. If you happen to be on my Chanda Sparkles personal page that just says Chanda Sparkles, in the chat here I'm about to copy and paste a link. Okay, let me hit enter. There it is. You have to hit that link that says Ecamm Live Connect, Ecamm Live Connect, in order for me to be able to see you in the chart. Okay, so we are broadcasting on multiple platforms. We're not just on Facebook, not just on YouTube. Okay, so wherever you're coming in, you need to make sure, because I can only see you if you're on YouTube or if you're on Chanda's Astrological or Sparkle's Astrological Soul Codes, the business page and the YouTube. That's all I can see. So if you're in one of the groups, thank you to the groups, by the way. I love every single one of you if you're in a group, or if you're on my personal page. You have to click that link, and I would love it if somebody would just do it and then write in the chat that it worked. Because I did a little research and they said this is how we have to do it for now. I don't understand it, but I am not a software creator. I'm an astrologer. I don't understand the insides and outs of how to create software. I just use it. But I do know the GPS for our lives. And I do know this is an intense, extreme, aggressive energy that we're dealing with this week, okay? A lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff being unearthed to look at. We'll dive in deep to that chart. I will say this, we have the luckiest day of the year happening next week, and we'll start feeling it this weekend. So by Saturday night, all of the shift that we've gone through all week long, we'll have some understanding, and it'll feel a little bit better. People won't be so, and it is kind of a, I'm not into politics or anything, but it is kind of like a really important day in the United States history. If you're here in the U.S., Trump turned himself in. So much. I caught a few videos on that, and I was like, this is all distraction. There is a bigger thing happening, and it's going to be around our money, okay? Because the north node of the moon is in Taurus. That is our money, honey. There's other things happening that they don't want us to look at. That's why all this is happening. I mean, how ridiculous. But at the same time, as someone who is an awakened soul like you, someone who has eyes to see like you know better. It is all like a movie, and it's the greatest show on earth, and we get to be here to witness it as we transition our planet into Bliss Gaia, 5D and beyond, okay? We're doing it. It's us, and it's exciting. And I'm so thrilled to have you here with me tonight. So let's say hello to everybody here in the chat. Oh my goodness. Hello, Monty. Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Amanda. There we are. Hello, Amanda. And I can already feel they're coming in. Okay, so I am a conscious channel. If you're new to the channel, my voice starts to change as I go. It's not like I just go, okay, let's do this. And then it just all comes through. So when my voice starts to change, you'll know. Okay, Erin Sanchez, yes, my beautiful moderator. Thank you, sister. So much love to you. Thank you for being here. And then we have beautiful moderator Renee. Hola, my bro star. I love you. Thank you for being here. Awesome. I know that some more of you are on Facebook. Like I said, there's a link in the chat. If you're just now joining and you're on the Facebook groups or you're on my personal page, there's a link that I posted there. You have to click on ecam.live connect. It's ecam.live connect. Maybe if one of the moderators, as we get going here, would remind people if they're on Chanda Sparkles or if they're in the group. I can't see their comments if they don't click on that link. So if you wouldn't mind helping remind them periodically, because I noticed as I go back after the broadcast, I can see people were commenting and I couldn't see it. And I want to be able to see your comments. So please click on the link and allow eCam to connect with you. I don't quite understand it. Now, if you're on the business page, I can be able to see all of your posts, all of your little comments. I can see everything, all the love that you're sharing. But yeah, so that's how we have to do it for now. Anyway, okay, so yes, we are talking about the Libra full moon setting in the sky across from Aries, conjunct Chiron and Jupiter. This is big stuff, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget all of the links that you need are below in the chat, okay? Please, if you feel called, we do have a little sneak peek at one of the prizes that we're going to be giving away. I know I have it here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. I have this deck myself, so I ordered another one because it is fabulous. The codes that you receive from this, and then even the book is so great. And it's a nice big deck. I love these cards. I read in code. Since I was a kid, I've always been able to look at like a flower and see a geometry, like see sacred geometry in it. I've always been able to see, I was really great in geometry, that kind of stuff, really great. Okay at quantum physics, some of it. I mean, science was my thing growing up. But when I discovered looking at the charts of astrology, I realized, wow, this is beautiful. And I can read into the code that is this sacred geometry. And so, and it just kind of puts an imprint on me, and then information starts channeling through on that person or that location or that situation or that event, like a full moon. So this is a Libra full moon that's going to have us needing stability and balancing in a chaotic world, in a chaotic situation. It's kind of a push-pull week, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of aggression, a lot of aggressive words. Pluto is so involved. You know, now that we have Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, just for a little while longer, we're looking at having every single time that a planet transitions from one sign to the next, you're looking at 0 degrees because it's just entered in to that very first degree of that sign. So every time a planet moves and hits that 0, 1, and 0, 1, and 2 degree point, it's gonna square, or it's gonna sextile, or it's going to do some serious conversations with this Pluto, who's we're just figuring out, we're just stepping in, and we won't fully understand the whole story fast. I mean, we'll get like a little bitty taste until he goes back and goes retrograde here not too long from now. So, and we have Mercury going retrograde in a couple of weeks. It's already in pre-shadow phase. So you want to really plan your year. Anything you're planning, anything that you're trying to get laid out, accomplished, taxes, get it done. Don't procrastinate. Don't fuck this up. Don't procrastinate on things that you know have got to get done, because then you're going to start running into problems. Because once Mercury goes retrograde, then Pluto's going to go retrograde, and then you're going to have Uranus go retrograde. All these planets are going to start going retrograde. And when you have retrograde planets, you have blocks, you have issues, you have miscommunications, you have things that just happen that makes it not as an easier of a flow. Plus, this is Act Now April. I coined this Act Now April because even though we're going to start having planets going retrograde, you're still going to be taking action on the things that you're initiating now. Aries is the initiator. Take action on what it is that you know needs to get done, that you're planning for the year. Do it. If you've got a vacation to plan, literally, I would plan, if you have something going on in the fall, go ahead and take the initiative to make that plan now. You'll have such a better flow of energy if you do so, okay? All right, so, oh yeah, we got the gong out today. That's how we're going to clear energy. That's how we do this when you're dealing with Aries and Libra. Aries is the ego, okay? It's the self. It's the I am that I am. Libra is, oh, there's more than one here. There's two of us now. I've got to relate. Okay. And it's justice. It is the scales, after all. Making things just for the self and for others. All right? I had a big old blow up this morning with my Libra ex-husband. It was a texting thing, thank goodness, because I wasn't about to talk to him on the phone. But, it's just like shit just came through and this mic is falling. Hello. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Why is my mic falling down? Okay, stay right there. Very good. All right. Well, my voice is still harsh. That was the other thing. When I was taken out with my back, I got the crud in my chest. My voice is just still a little harsh. So I'm still kind of dealing with a little bit of that. But I'll get through it. I did a lot of singing last 48 hours. Lots of singing. Blowing out the throat chakra. I've been rubbing peppermint oil and eucalyptus all over for the last 48 hours. It's allowing it to flow. Letting the energy flow. All right. So I think what we'll do first, and now that we're all pretty much gathered around, I'm going to take some of these down. And I'm going to I want to read the degree placement right off the bat. We're going to do our best to make this broadcast a little shorter tonight, just to kind of save on the lower back. Okay. This over here. Get this chart kind of close by. There we go. If you missed it, okay, so I will use this deck as our giveaway, okay? And the way giveaways work is you have to comment on the replay video of this video, okay? This is the first video that I'm pulling this in because we started getting more subscribers. When we hit 625 subscribers, so yes, I need you to help me put out the videos, then that's when we'll do the giveaway, okay? So that is the deck. I have a beautiful Andorra on the way that I ordered special for this giveaway, all right? I invest my money in doing all of these giveaways. I also have a sponsor, okay? A beautiful sponsor and a few other little things that we'll add. It'll be a good one. You know, it'll be like probably 4 or 5 different things in one package. I also pay for the postage. So if you feel called and this resonates with you and you'd like to be a contributor to, because I'm a big believer in not only just leaving you with the wisdom of astrology and the energies, but also giving back and allowing that energy to continue and flow. Because when we give, we always receive back. You know, it just happens that way. So please help me share the channel out. Okay, hold on. I was going to do this next real quick. I want you to check this out. This is called Recovery Dharma, okay? It's how to use Buddhist practices and principles to heal suffering of addiction. Addiction to anything. Addiction to codependency. That's my thing. I'm addicted to worrying about my son, okay? This is by far 1,000% better than any AA or NA. Not knocking it if that's your thing. But this right here holds no judgment, okay? This right here is a program that Rev Shar of the Chapel of Spiritual Light and another lovely lady, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. We went to our first meeting on on Sunday nights. They do it at the Chapel of Spiritual Light. Wow. Wow. And even my son, he said at the end of it, he said, I never really liked the whole AA, NA concept. And he said, I kind of feel like I did Recovery Dharma this whole time, kind of on my solo time. But he liked it, and I liked it, and I learned a lot about letting go of any kind of suffering, even if it's something like, abandonment, or just any kind of shadow that you're carrying. We all have it, right? Somewhere, and it just was really amazing, this whole process. And you can get Recovery Dharma online on a Zoom link. They're free. The book is $6. I paid for the book. And it's a really good program. So I definitely wanted to shout out to them and give some love there. All right. So I'm going to move this over here. That's right. Welcome in. Remember, guys, if you are on Chanda Sparkle's YouTube, or if you're in one of the groups, you're going to have to click on this link that I'm just posting right now in the chat. You have to make sure that because I can't see you unless you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook. Hello, Power Within. Thank you for being here. Virtual hug to you, my dear. Yes, Renee. It was really, it's really good. Plus, he's seeing her every week, so lots of hope. Makes me almost want to cry. Well, I am an Aries moon after all. I got all this stuff happening. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I want to read this degree placement. So how I have to do it is I have to go here, and we're going to go that, and then we're going to go with that, and then I'm going to put myself right there. Okay, that's how we'll do it for right now. Okay, here we go. Libra full moon happening April the 5th, and it's happening at 16 degrees and 7 minutes, okay? It's going to be happening the 6th for some people, okay? We'll get into all the times in a minute. But this degree placement that I've pulled up here is for Libra at 18 degrees. The reason why is because in this very old book, okay, see that? An Astrological Mandala by Dane Rudrar. Back then, they did it from 1 to 30. And over the years, it evolved to 0 degrees to 29. And then you have to bump it up even one, because once you even hit 1 minute past 16 degrees per se, okay, so that we're using 16 degrees because it's 16 degrees in 7 minutes, you immediately have to bump it up to 17. And then because of the book, you have to bump it up to 18 to get the correct degree description. So let's go over this degree placement. I have it there on the screen if anybody wants to save it and screenshot it. I found it very interesting for our times. All right. So the title of the degree placement is Two Men Placed Under Arrest. Go figure. Shit. It's so crazy, right? Oh, hello there, Sandy and Crazy Wild Child. Nice to see you guys. Yes, yes. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, dear. And thank you for all the love and prayers. It's been felt, and all of the energy healers and everyone who helped. Thank you. But okay, so this degree for this full moon in Libra, The Two Men Placed Under Arrest is the title. The keynote is a breakdown in the constructive relationship between the individual and society and the acceptable result. If it is to remain steady and consistent, every form of order must be able to protect itself by the application of sanctions. Both society and personal ego constitute forms of order. Any form of order excludes what the form cannot securely and safely hold. It excludes or exiles the alien, the unassimilable. It cannot send them to outer space. It must isolate them in a special type of inner space or prison. Think about that, and then think about all the stuff that's going on in the world. It's crazy, right? The individual whose actions introduce unacceptable principles into the established order runs the risk of being punished or reformed according to this order. The problem for society is how to include in its patterns of order agencies or channels for transformation, and particularly how to keep them truly operative. For individuals, it is how to make their transforming vision or impulse acceptable to society. The symbol does not reveal what caused the breakdown in the relationship between the individual and society, but if one also considers the symbols that follow, one's thought may be led back to the image of the storm that wrecked boat landings in phase 196. The suggestion is that whatever violence is released originates in the unconscious pressures, the sea and the wind. Unconscious. The sea and the wind just does through the unconscious. You know? A new step in the evolution of society, the industrial and the electronic revolutions revolutions of last 150 years caused a collective worldwide upheaval which led to widespread violence. The fact that two men are pictured under arrest suggests a polarization and a purpose transcending a merely personal fit of recklessness. This is the third stage of the fourth sequence. Negative as the image may seem, one may see implied in it the power in every individual to assume social risk in order to express his convictions or deepest desires. Nevertheless, one thing is needed: facing the consequences. So these degree placements act as an umbrella energy, okay, over the next 2 weeks for sure, sometimes 4 weeks until the next full moon is apex. You can take a lot from this degree and break it down and see how it relates to you in your personal life and in your personal world. The biggest thing here is we're dealing with the individual versus society. You can also use that as the individual versus all the thoughts in your head. The individual versus your family, friends, workspace, your relationships. Big relationships issues going on this week. Before I forget, I do want to go over the calendar real quick while we're sitting here, and I'm going to remove that. Hopefully everybody got a screenshot by now. And there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to blow myself back up, and there we go. Okay, so this is an intense and aggressive week, okay? Big time. I've got notes on both calendars. What we think is going to happen is not. So do not get yourself all wrapped up in this is how it's got to be, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to change in some way, all right? This is not a simple week. This is Sun in Aries and Mars in Cancer. Mars is the ruler of Aries. Mars in Cancer wants to feel safe and becomes aggressive if it doesn't feel safe. Okay? It's really the warrior that literally just wants to rest and be fed and feel good at home, but keeps getting messed with. So then he has to still ignite and get up and fight. And it's all this okay, I really want to rest. Oh, but I got to do this. There's a lot of that push and pull energy this week. Okay. Your ego and your values. So Venus is the ruler of Libra as well as Taurus. Okay. And Venus is in Taurus. So she's in her dignity, which means she's strong where she's at. But this is also, when you're speaking to this, it's more okay, where are we going to handle our values? Where are you going to invest? If you're going to invest in anything, you have a little bit of a window left before all this money structure stuff just probably changes, okay? I would invest in property. Tangible things. This is why last year I started buying big gongs and I started buying tangible things that I know are invested. This is why I paid my house off. This is why I made sure that I had something invested in property, just to make sure if all the shit hits the fan so bad that I lose everything in my stocks, that I have something left to barter, to sell, that's tangible. Now, this is not to instill fear, because I do believe and know that in the long run, this shift that we're going through is going to be for the better, okay? But as we're in transition, it's going to be really scary, and they're going to be pushing the fear. Pluto comes into Aquarius, and all of a sudden there's fungus that's going to kill you that's like LSD. I mean, really? I mean, think about that. Do some research. It's kind of silly, you know? So anyway, I'm not going to give all my opinions on all that. I'm going to get back here. It's a delicate balance in emotional and instability, in chaos. Having to keep your stability, not responding with aggression, remembering to be heart-centered for the month of, this is why I said at the beginning, be heart-centered for this month. Am I coming from my heart? No one's perfect. I didn't come from my heart today. And then I felt bad about it, truly. But boy, was I getting hit by the astrology. You know, I kind of went off because I was just like, because I'm dealing with so much personally. So if you're dealing with a lot of stuff personally, you know, give yourself a break if you do happen to respond with aggression. It's okay. Everybody does it. Just realign yourself. If you need to apologize, apologize. Or, you know, apologize to yourself. And if you don't feel like apologizing to that person, apologize in the ethers. Apologize in the energy. Because then you're releasing that energy from your field. You're not keeping hold of that, in other words. Yeah, these are a lot of fragile egos that we're dealing with. We're balancing a lot of stuff from our past that's coming up. This is very unstable. You know, it's an unstable world, and we need to be able to find that stability and really release all the fear and stay in the now, because we are co-creating together the next beautiful world. You know, this is our huge challenge, Starseeds light workers. This is when you have to step up and really come from your Christ consciousness, because you're going to get triggered and it's going to be something. And we really haven't seen much yet. This is just kind of the tip-off beginning of this energy, okay? With a few, but the other thing is there's a few transits in there that are actually pretty nice and pretty amazing, with the luckiest day of the year coming up next week. Pluto's going to always be checking us, though. Pluto's going to be like, have you been strategic with your work? It's like strategic inner work, okay? It's like psychic surgery happening, all right? And there's going to be a lot of buttons being pushed. You can see it already from all the stuff that happened and went down today with like all the politics. And other things happening all around the world, you know? It's an aggressive time. Mercury entered Taurus yesterday. We are now in Virgo. I'm sorry, the moon has just moved into Libra this evening. So now we're in that full moon. Mercury is conjunct to the North Node. Past wounds, mistakes, shadows are being unearthed. The shadows within us. It's a lot of within stuff that's coming up to be transmuted and given back to the light. This is an internal boundaries. Am I feeling safe? Because by the weekend on Good Friday, I'm just going to tell you, tomorrow, the next day are going to be eat. And then Friday, we are deeply wanting to pursue something, but we're feeling as though, okay, I want to do this, but I'm not real sure about it. I'm feeling a little unshaky because of all the stuff that just went happen throughout the week, okay? But by the weekend, we're in clarity, and we're kind of dealing with what all happened. And then by Saturday night, there's a better ease. There's more of a joy, an adventure. And then by Sunday, it's a really nice Sunday for Easter Sunday. It's really beautiful energy. I was very grateful for that. Sagittarius will move right on in, and we'll have some adventures, and you'll kind of want to maybe socialize through spiritual wisdoms, maybe expand your mind and your education on Sunday. That's why I was really happy to start doing this recovery Dharma at the chapel. It's every Sunday evening, so it's perfect. Then we're going to really start feeling, Saturday night into Sunday, we'll start feeling the luckiest day of the year when Jupiter comes together with the sun. So you have the two most benefic planets coming together. It happens once a year, every year, and it's the luckiest day of the year. So you'll start feeling that Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, boom, it happens on Tuesday, and then that energy will kind of stay with us for Wednesday, Thursday. But also, Venus will enter into Gemini on the same day. So Venus is going to start working over on how we process, how we communicate, what we value is showing up big time in the media. You know, how we value, how we deal with currency, what kind of currency are we going to deal with, what are going to be the mandates, all that stuff. That's all Gemini. That's all that information is going to start coming out. That's when it's going to happen. So, but really, honestly, amazing energy for Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, we have some things that we'll look at, but I don't see anything horrific happening. We do have Venus in a trine to Pluto on the luckiest day of the year. And when Venus is in trine to Pluto at 0-0, like I said, every time we have a planet move sign, we're going to be dealing with some kind of an astrological aspect hitting Pluto, getting us softened up for the understanding of the intensity of that which Pluto is at 0 degrees. This is a whole new world. It's a whole new paradigm. We are no longer in Kansas, my friends. This is all new, all brand new. We have shifted more than enough timelines, and we will continue. And I looked at it like this. I looked at it like, okay, every time Pluto gets aspected, that's another portal that we're going through, because it's at 0 degrees, and it's going to stay at 0 degrees because it's going to go right back into Capricorn, and it's going to hit all that 28, 29 degree. I think it goes back to 27 something, but it may just go back to 28. I'll have to double check. But it's going to hit those degrees again, and then finally move on in next year for good. So this is just the beginning. Hold on to your socks. I don't want this on this stand. Take it off. Hi, Donna Lewis. I see you there. Remember, guys, if you happen to be on Facebook, please come over to the YouTube or, hi, James. Come on in and let's have some fun. Remember, there is a link there. If the moderators would remind them as new people come in, you know, because the thing is I don't see hardly any Facebook users, and I know you guys are on Facebook. I can feel it. And if you can't, I can't see your text. So you are looking and watching me on Facebook, but I cannot see your text because you have to click that link and give it permission. There's a link right there. I don't know. Maybe one of the moderators can go over there to the page, Chanda Sparkles, and just put it there for me. That would be great. It's that same one that I've been posting in there. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Since they did that update on the software, it's kind of how I've had to deal with it. Oops, hold on. There we go. As soon as we do this chart real quick, we're diving right into the cards for all of the elements, sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? You must know your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know that, astrograph.com. Down below, there's the link. Go get you a free birth chart. It will help you to have an understanding of how these readings flow. But as I always say, as I get into the channel, it may be that you are a Capricorn sun sign, but you're resonating with the fire, okay? If it resonates, you'll know. You'll get a tone in your ear. You'll feel something in your heart. You'll get a chill. You'll be like, oh, that's for me. It is for you, because this is all based on a lot of work prior with meditation, making sure that I'm connecting in with you. And whenever you watch this reading, because time is only illusion, right? You know, we're only in a linear school here on this earth. Time is all now. It's for you. If it's now or 10 years from now, it's for you if you're feeling it, okay? That's how I broadcast threads of the consciousness to connect in with your consciousness, okay? All right, let's do this. Make sure I'm good to go. Yes, I am. All right, so we are dealing with the Libra full moon, okay, right here, up in the corner, April the 5th. Some people it's going to be for the 6th at 11:34 p.m. That's Central Corpus Christi time. Please know that on this chart, I have it set for my time, so don't really pay much attention to the houses unless you're in my area, okay? And I love you all that are here in the area, but it's still, the chart itself is going to be the same. Now, I want you to have a look because I want to teach you about looking at the code first. Before I even look at anything, I always look at the code of the sacred geometry. And I'm going to ask you to put in the chat what it is that you see in the sacred geometry of the Libra full moon that's happening at 16 degrees and 11 or 7 minutes. Is there anything there that you see? Okay, here we go. I'll tell you what I see if I don't see anybody in the chat putting it. Okay, so immediately when I looked at this, I saw baseball. Baseball. So you can kind of see how there is the diamond, right? Right here. And then here. And then the picture would be on the mound, right? And then I felt he's throwing the ball down to Pluto. Okay? In Aquarius. Okay, so there's the Aquarius, the waves, all right? So when I put this through process and I really kind of thought about it, it's kind of like we're in a big baseball game. And we're going to have many players step up to the plate where Pluto's at, playing catcher, and see if they can make it. But they may end up getting struck out because they did not work their north node. The north karmic node is your soul's collective. It's the path. It's the future. It's what we're innovating towards as a collective. Or maybe he got around over here to second base. And then he got stopped by Black Moon Lilith, who just so happens to be Deep Dark Pluto, ruler of the underworld's wife. Okay? Kali energy, which by the way, we're using Kali cards tonight in the tarot. Or maybe they got lucky enough to come on over and make it to the South Node in Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, also very Kali-like, okay? Deep, dark transformation, what we are releasing, the toxic sludge of our lives, what needs to go, and it has to go now. This energy of Scorpio and this energy of Pluto, it says this must transform now or die. So maybe we get lucky enough to come on back and the full transformation takes place. Just saying. That's kind of what I saw right there. And if this is how you can look at it, like, how am I playing the game? How, you know, and I've got some real tests coming up. Am I even pitching? I'm sorry, am I even batting? Or do I need to be in the game playing and being a pitcher? You know? You can kind of look at it like that, especially when you start seeing all the chaos ensue. These players ain't playing. These are big, bad players. Scary ones. You know? But necessary ones. And the first player on with Taurus in the North Node is saying, how do you value? How are you holding your values? Are you valuing yourself? Are you valuing others? What needs to go? Don't acquire anymore, especially if you get struck out right here. If you keep going and then you decide, I'm going to get in this game, I'm going to be a demon slayer, I'm not going to let this kind of stuff happen. You know, Kali doesn't play. She's serious about making sure things are fair and things are just. And she's not scared of big black Pluto. In fact, she's the boss over him, even though he's more powerful in the astrology. And then if you happen to get over here, there'll be a lot of emotional tears. Scorpio is a water sign. There's a lot of challenges. And when you're at these, look, it's at 4 degrees, you know, it's almost to that point where it's going to start entering back into Libra, where our moon is at. And that will take place in July. The nodes shift every 18 months. And when it does, we're going to be air and fire element for the whole collective versus this earth and the water. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to do that. And then now we're going to do let's save that. Now we're going to do the chart. Thank you. Yes. If you are on my Facebook and you're commenting, I'm not seeing you. Okay? Please come to the YouTube or click this link and then say, yes, it worked. Because there's a link there that Renee was so gracious and so kind to put there. You have to give Ecamm software permission for you to be seen in the thread here. Okay? Hi, Jack Mac. Nice to see you there. Yeah, no paid readings tonight. Now this is my service to the divine. I do this every week, most every week, just as a service to give back. Okay. That's right. Erin's reminding you to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. So let's get back there. Yes, Colette, I can see you now. There you are. Very good. Awesome. Yay. Well, and if you're on Chanda's, or if you're on Sparkle's Astrological Soul Codes, I can see you. But you're on my personal page or you're in the groups, I can't see you for some reason. So, okay, here we go. So this Libra full moon, hold on. All right, so this Libra full moon is right here. 16 degrees and 7 minutes. Right inside of Libra, okay? And it's standing across the sky from the Sun, Chiron, and not too far off from Jupiter, but not exact. But really, at 15 degrees and 16 degrees there, you can see that is the major conjunction. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's an asteroid. But understand this, in astrology, when we're looking at the chart, we just consider it all planet placements, even the sun, because each planet has its own energy. Each planet has its own frequency, and each planet has a higher frequency that it can project or a lower frequency. Keeping in mind, this is a GPS to your life. It doesn't rule you. It's just a guide. That's it. It's a tool, all right? It's not a belief system. All right, so Chiron, wounded healer in Aries. This is the wounded warrior, okay? This is, I could go on and on about this. Because like literally my Chiron is at 13 degrees and 77 minutes. So, I mean, it's getting past me now, but it's still conjunct. 3 degrees off is always conjunct. I have had more physical pain because it's falling in my 6th house. It hasn't quite turned over into my 7th yet there. This is my 6th house of how I deal with my physicality, my health, my body. I've had so much physically going on. And this is how you need to look at this. When you look at your chart, you want to look and see what house that Chiron and this sun would be conjuncting in Aries there, okay? You want to look and see what's going on with it, you know? And then you want to look also at Libra, because we're talking about the individual versus a couple, you know, relationships, big relationship things happening with this, all right? All right, so also another big player here with this moon is Saturn. You see all these squares? See all the red in there? There's lots of squares going on with this moon. And when you have squares, that's tension, that's challenges, that's blocks, that's you have to shift, move, and do something different. It's equivalent to the numerology of 5, okay? The other day I saw 555, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago on the back of someone's plates. And I'm like, yep, there it is. I took a picture of it, but I don't think I posted it. This right here, also, Saturn is speaking to the North Node, which is conjunct to Mercury, okay? And Mercury is talking to Mars, the ruler. Mars is the dispositor of the sun. Venus, where's Venus? There you are. Venus is the dispositor of this moon, okay, up here in Libra. Venus in Taurus, okay? So we have Venus in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, the North Node, and Mercury, now all in Taurus. These planets over here are going to start moving into Taurus. So you're going to start looking at your chart in your Taurus house, because that's where you're going to start feeling some more action happening. All right? Anyway, these are sextiles, okay? So this tells me Saturn is like, okay, I'm over here, newly in Pisces, okay? Only at 3 degrees, so it's just entered Pisces. It's got 2.5 years to hang out in Pisces. Newly in Pisces, and Saturn is like, I don't know, I'm trying to catch my footing here, but everything's kind of like soggy. Everything is in a haze. You know, everything here is not clear. And Saturn is aggravated because he doesn't like that. He likes to have things structured. He likes to have things clear, precise, quantum. You know, Saturn is also the ruler of Aquarius as well as Capricorn. Off-planet beings, off-planet technology, all of these sightings and all this stuff that you're seeing that's like really super visible if you compared it to like even 5 years ago. It's like, wow, all of this is really opening up. Well, it's because Saturn made his trek through Aquarius, and now he's in the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which is higher consciousness, leaving the body. You know, it's dreams, fantasies. And so it's going to have to feel a little off, and it's going to show up in your life like, holy shit, what was that? You know, like, what just happened right here, you know? And then you're going to have blocks because it's talking to the North Node going, but did you make sure to file your taxes? Or did you make sure that you got that loan in on time? Because right now, really hard to get a loan anywhere, right? And that's just going to get worse because they're trying to get rid of our money system. We'll see what happens when it does. But I have been saying for the past 1.5 years, our monies are going to change. Something to do with the money is going to shift, for sure. Because you have the North Node in Taurus, which is money structures. But it's also your physical body and what you value. And it's like lands and agricultures and properties. It's your valuables. It's, you know, if you go out and buy a diamond necklace, or if you go out and you buy a new car, that's very much, you bought that item and you own that item. That's, I have. This is Taurus energy. But it's also about I sense and I feel. I hear. I can smell and I can see orbs flying through here. So just know that when it's with Mercury, things are going to come out. People are going to start speaking, and sometimes because it's a fixed sign, right? Fixed signs don't budge. It doesn't move. This is how it is. And we have a lot of fixed signs, and it's speaking over here to Mars that's just like, I just want to be safe. I don't want to have to feel this way anymore. I cannot take this angst and this aggression. Like, he's like, I need a break. He is the wounded warrior. You know? It's really hard. These energies are not easy. And then, like I showed you before, we have the square from the North Node in Taurus to Black Moon Lilith over here in Leo. Leo is the star. Leo steps up to the plate and handles everything that needs to be handled and does it with pizzazz. Okay? Leo is not only the star of the show, but the star of their lives. You know, they're going to step up to the plate to make sure that things get done. Just like the baseball analogy that I gave you. Okay? And that's Black Moon Lilith. Okay? Black Moon Lilith. Really feeling as though you have to fight for others' rights. Standing your ground and not budging on your belief structures. Getting lost in the Maya of the story. There's going to be a lot of those kind of things happening in the world. It's just going to be like, you can get really lost in that stuff, or you can pull back and go within, like the Scorpio would. Scorpio is the queen of boundaries, and he is someone that knows who he is, and he's not going to let a lot of people in. Lots of walls go up. I'm a double Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, first house, okay? And a Scorpio Mars. So I know this energy well. Because this is the thing. A lot of the time, the Scorpio archetype gets burned on things. And it just happens that way. It's happened all my life. You know, no matter how good the intention is, no matter how much the heart is in it, that's still the ego. My biggest challenge is getting out of my own way and being open to all possibilities instead of being so in my little cave, you know. And that's where Mars is at right now too. Mars, the ruler of Aries, where the sun is at. So Mars is a big player in this. Mars is our ego. It's our drive. It's what helps us to move and do things, take action. It is Act Now April. These are boundaries that must be set. And the boundary starts with you through the internal. And then, if you feel safe, you'll step out into it. Or you may just go within and ride out the storm. And that's okay too. Okay? Finally, Pluto down here at the very bottom. 0 degrees. Ruler of Scorpio. Pluto said, I am sitting here at the top of my volcano, looking down at all the waves of Aquarius. Do you notice Pluto? Look at this glyph of where Pluto's at. That's Aquarius. See right there? There's Aquarius. Frequency waves. Sound waves. Pluto is frequency. I'm sorry, Pluto in Aquarius is frequency. Higher consciousness, psychic surgery. This is the unconscious. Pluto is unconscious energy. It's shadow work. I'll be doing a lot of shadow work over this next few months. I guarantee it, for a while, because it's not easy. This is not easy energy. I'm just going to say. We'll have some good stuff coming though. Okay, so when so you're gonna have Venus also over here in a trine. You see this? Venus is right here, and then there is Pluto, and they're in a trine. Okay, let me finish that off. Also, the North Node is in a square to Pluto. So do you see all of this going on? And Mars is in a trine. There's a grand trine right there. Grand water trine. Right there. There's your grand water trine. Look at this. Saturn, Mars, South Node. This is saying you must flow with ease and grace. Aggression is not the answer here. And if you can't flow with ease and grace and drop back down into the heart, in order to take care of the businesses and act now, you've got to act now. We don't have a lot of time. When these planets go retrograde, shit, you're going to have so many blocks, it's going to be hard. You'll have things that will come up that will be easier right now if you're acting through the heart, if you're acting in a higher consciousness manner, if you are taking the time to really truly settle in to your creator self. It's the best advice I could give you through this. And Neptune is at 25 degrees, and it's also in a sextile over to Venus. So that's beautiful energy. And we'll be feeling that through the week, okay? So dream, let go, love, but also be wise and act. So it's kind of like, it's both. But there's some dark stuff, and the world's about to get real chaotic. So buckle up, Buttercup. We'll do it. We'll do it together. It'll be fine. No matter what happens, it happens. Remember, a lot of it is not exactly on the up and up because you have Neptune sitting there with Saturn in Pisces. And that Pisces is illusions. People being delusional and psychotic. The dark deeds of the world are going to start getting shelled out. So we'll just see what happens. It's all we can do. Oh, cool. Hi, Talesha Jane. Thank you so much for being here. Hi there. I see you. Yes. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get that chart out of here. There we go. I hope that was helpful. Really, you want to act. Whatever it is that you need to do, you need to do it. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Excuse me. Because next year, especially when we have that Sun conjunct Jupiter that's coming up next week. Because next year, the Sun is going to be, because we have it every year. Next year, when we have the Sun conjunct Jupiter, it's going to be conjunct to Uranus at the same time. And Uranus is the great awakener. And how do people awaken? Through shock and awe, you know? So I'm just saying this is a good energy. It's going to be a little rough through the week. Come Saturday evening, you're going to start feeling a little bit better about things, and you'll have some clarity, and you'll be able to work things out. Definitely by Sunday, you're going to feel great. Monday's pretty good, and then Tuesday's great. Wednesday's all right. You know, we'll look at all the aspects for next week as well. But just know, we're in eclipse energy officially right this moment. We're in eclipse energy. That means that the eclipse that's coming up, that's going to be at 29 degrees of Aries, okay? That's the last anoretic degree of Aries. And this is the second new moon. We get 2 new moons for Aries this year. So you have to understand that that is a serious degree. My son is like almost a 0 degree Taurus. He's a 1 degree, but it's like 1, I think it's 1 in like 3 minutes. So it's going to there's a huge, and so it could be a great awakening. It could be something major, big, awesome that happens too, okay? Especially because the North Node is in Taurus, okay? North Node will be conjunct this eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. We will look in the coming weeks at the country's map, okay? And I'll show you like where it's streaming and all of that. We'll look at that stuff too, because I've been pulling out some different things that we're going to start doing. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get on into the cards, shall we? I'm going to play this. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Let Cosmo help you flow your frequency. I also pulled out my Archangel and Mermaid statue. Give you a good look. That's her hair flowing. This is very Libra. The mermaid and the archangel embracing each other, loving each other, holding each other. And this could be you and your archangel, or maybe you're the archangel embracing a mermaid. Okay? Very Atlantis energy. Okay? Libra's an air sign. It rules love and beauty. It's Venusian. It wants things to be just and fair. But it's facing a lot of darkness. So it's important that we understand, as eternal light beings in a flesh suit, sovereign beings, to literally be claiming your sovereignty every day. Reminding yourself, I'm a sovereign being. Saying it to yourself. Something else that I pulled out before we get going on the cards. I have all kinds of little tools. I have lots of different stones. There's a whole big pyramid full of all kinds of Andaras and Lumerians and just every kind of stone and quartz and shells that you can think of in there that I take and I use on my clients, but I also wash them and then I put them in the sun overnight for a day. Actually, these have been in the sun for over a week because I threw my back out and I didn't get a chance to bring them back because I did it over a week ago. And then I put them in the pyramid along with all my tools, like my mallets, anything that I use, my rattlers, anything. It goes, these gongs, other than the big massive gong that I can't pick up, goes into the 4-sided 7-foot Russian pyramid to be charged. Okay, so you can find some way of charging your tools, cleansing your tools. What are you doing? Okay, so your jewelry. Are you taking these, washing these once a week, setting them in the sun, and then letting them activate? Let the healing medicine of your tools work. It doesn't work if it's just sitting there in your jewelry box and then you just put it on, or you don't wash the energy of it. You have to clear the energy, charge the energy of whatever it is you're using. But I have a bunch of these, and these are different kinds of stones that I use to pitting. So these are heart chakra openers. This is jade, okay? I even use the sound of the frequency. And I can feel the energy signature of the two of them coming together, okay? But if I'm having bad head pressure, I will take like peppermint oil and maybe a little bit of lavender oil, good essential oil. Now is your most inexpensive brand that's still okay and safe. That's like really kind of a decent brand. But Young Living is the one that I go to. And then sometimes people like doTERRA, okay? But you want a good essential oil. And then you're just going to, because people have been asking me, you're just going to take them and you're going to press and hold on your temples. You can take them on the edge. Any stones that's soft, and rub it in on your temples, letting the healing medicine of what Mother Gaia has given us, the medicine of the oil from the herb, from the plant, from the flower, the medicine from the stones, and allowing that to really penetrate into your head, okay? Doing it for a good minute or more, you know? And then you're going to take one and you're going to put it right on your third eye. And you take the other one, you're going to put it right on the back with the oil. Get the oil, put it on your finger, right on the back at the base of the skull, the top of the neck, the center of the neck. That is your moon center. That is an instant emotional reset. It's your feminine receptor, okay? And all men and women have masculine, feminine. So by doing these things, when you have head pressure, because we've had a lot of solar flares, we've had a lot of high electromagnetic energy that's been ramping up around the planet. We had the biggest, hugest flare that we've had in 6 years, just a couple weeks ago. And it stayed. And that was the thing. It stayed consistently for some time. So this is bringing in photonic light because our Earth is in the photonic belt, okay? On the photon belt. Excuse me. So consider it. I'm getting upgraded. And I say, tone it down. Tone it down. Tone it down. And then I say thank you to the medicine of the stones, the oils, and the herbs. And then I say thank you to myself. And I say I love you. Calm down. Remember, it's a game, and we're playing a game. All right, so I was compelled to bring those out tonight. And we'll get on to the cards. Thank you for appeasing me if you're someone that already comes to me and knows all these things. But I had some people texting me and messaging me because I was sending out all of the space weather. By the way, I don't think we're space weather's doing too any. Let's just double check because I've said that before that I'm like, oopsie. I'll have a look at the space weather real quick. All right. Yeah, it's at KP2, which is moderate electromagnetic energy, but solar winds are high. 521. See, that's coming up. You can see on the chart there. The densities are staying. Yeah. We're getting some more auroras, though. And there is a forecast watch for the 6th. Go figure. For, right around this full moon. So we'll see what happens. Let's look at the activities, see if we've had anything. I don't think we have. Yeah, no, we haven't. We've had these little, you can see here, these little C flares here. Like that's the last one that we had was Tuesday, C206. So the currents at B, C, C, C. So those are still very moderate. So we're still kind of like leveling out. And I've noticed this by studying this, is that it's crazy because sometimes these solar flares come in and it's around the same time that we have some major something happening in the astrology. I'm like, wow, okay, so our creator really did design this thing pretty amazingly if you really look at it, right? Okay. Cards. Let's do some cards. Let's have some fun. Everybody want to do some cards? What are we doing first? I'm excited to be here. I missed you guys last week. I was so sad. I was like, no, I don't want to. I wanted to be here. You're so welcome. You're so very welcome. It really works. And that peppermint oil is not only good for your tummy, I put it in a spray with a little bit of holy water because I make homemade holy water. And I spray it all over my belly if I'm having what I call the Buddha belly. You know, like when you're just like, oh my gosh, why do I have this pop going on and I feel all icky in my tummy? I spray it across my belly, as well as putting it on the temples and then the third eye and the moon center. That moon center is very important. Even if you don't have the oil, let's just say that you are out battling traffic and you get stuck in traffic. Take your fingers and go back when you're sitting there stuck in traffic and just press at that moon center. You'll feel it. It's like a little, feels like a little crescent moon right at the top of your neck, right at the back, right where the base of the skull and the top of the neck meet. And just hold it. But I keep essential oil in my car. I keep organite in my car. I keep organite as well as shungite pyramids all over my house, including under my bed. Okay, so I'm going to, now they're coming through. Okay, so I'll also tell you a little story about, don't put your, you can put stones and crystals around you. They're pretty. They're putting off energy. But what are they doing? They're putting the energy off around. If you're laying on the bed, you want it under the bed. I've got me a big shungite pyramid right underneath my bed. And it blasts the clearing frequencies from below me. So it goes up and out, you know? And think about those things. Everybody should be carrying around black tourmaline or black obsidian and using it in your baths and your showers. I've got a real big energy coming through, I feel like. So let's go ahead and get going. Oh, I did want to thank beautiful September Libra, one of my very best sisters here on the island, for my beautiful stone that she gave me. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let me take this off. This one. Isn't that pretty? It's labradorite and it's a dragon. Can you see it? It's kind of hard to... Maybe here. Let's do it this way. Yeah. Isn't it amazing? Because yes, we're pulling out the dragons for sure. I got both dragons. Grandfather dragon's over here and Anna is over there. And they're hanging out. So we're definitely playing with the Dragon Tarot tonight. As well as one of my oldest decks. I have this deck when it first came out. I don't pull out my old ones because I want my cards to look pretty. But this one was asked to be pulled out last week. And when I pulled it out, I smudged it and then I set it in the windowsill over here where the sun can get it and the positive ions from the canal could get it. And it's been sitting there. And all of my cards, I always, you know, ground them with stones. And so it's, I know it's going to be speaking pretty loudly tonight. We're also going to pull from the dragons, the gilded, and the Kali. Everybody, all the elements will get a Kali. Remember, sun, moon, and rising. Know your sun, moon, and rising. And then finally, the Angel Wisdom Tarot. We're only pulling the major arcanas from the Angel Wisdom Tarot as an oracle clarification. Okay? Looks like we're beginning with Earth signs. Let's go, Earth. Let's do this. And thank you, Erin, for the time. There is the time, Earth signs, for all of you time travelers on the replay. I'm so happy to have you here. Don't forget to like and subscribe Remember, do all the fun stuff. Hit the bell and then select all so you know when I jump up here and I go live, okay? So we're doing cards tonight for Sun, Moon, and Rising Earth signs. We're starting with the Earth signs. All the cards have been cleared, smudged, set in the sun. I'm not sick with my runny nose. This is the first time my nose has been running. I've had a little stuff in my chest, that was it. But because of my conscious channeler, they start to come in and my nose just it runs. And I feel like there's a lot of heavy dark going on. This is my dark side or night side, and this is the light side. This is where higher consciousness darkness comes through. This is where higher consciousness light comes through. And that's how I read it. And I even, I don't know if you can see it, but I even got a little something right on my eye. And it's not a sty because it's not swollen and hurting, but there was just something that showed up on my eye this morning. I was like, oh boy. So something happening in the collective. Because I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of practice, smudge salt bath, everything prior to doing this work. And yeah, we are happy to be here tonight with you, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And it begins with the Page of Cups, a very young, flirty, naive energy popping out for the Earth signs to begin the kickoff of the Earth. We are going to zoom this in just a little bit. I guess straighten that out. All right, Earth signs. They're saying Taurus energy to pay attention. Not saying that the rest of you don't, but there's something Taurus just came through. Eight of Swords. This is a challenge position. You're just not wanting to see something here. This is something you're really just not wanting to do. You don't want to look about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to see it. But you're going to have to, because the pressure is on. And you have to free yourself from that mind bondage. The Four of Pentacles is a very wealthy individual, and he holds on to everything he's got. He's very cautious with his money. He's not really open, though. That's the problem, is there's no openness going on here. And this young, youthful love energy, I feel like there's somebody that just has like this young love that's going on. And it could be a young love or even a naive, like a naivete. That's the word I'm trying to get through here. We feel like there's someone that's just not getting it, but it's done in an innocent manner. I don't feel malice from this. But there's something needing to be seen. Coming in from outside of you, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Lots of needing to have the patience and the understanding with the situations. You know, this is not going to happen fast. This is going to be methodical. But it will pay off. You have friends around that will help you. Ooh. Really getting tingled on my dark side. Three of Swords. Nine of Cups. Earth signs, whenever you blow your heart wide open, whenever you truly face the thing that you do not want to face, and you learn that you can be more open to all possibilities, and that the give and take needs to be there. There needs to be more give and take to this situation. You're not giving it enough. When you understand that there are people around that will assist you, if you'll have patience, then you'll see there'll be some kind of tragic heartbreak. And I feel that this is not something that's coming in from outside of you for the heartbreak. I feel it's something you have to do within your own self. I feel like your goal throughout this next period needs to be to really open up and break your heart. We're talking about unearthed things, things that are hidden deep within you, things that you may have even forgotten, or from past lives or future lives. You know, all time is now, so we just use those words so you can understand, but all time is now. In another existence, we'll put it like that to you, okay? In another existence, there is something that you must address in order to move past and have celebration. There is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is here for you, Earth signs. This is a wish come true, but it also is a warning for you to not overindulge yourself. This fellow's happy, jolly. He's celebrating. He's happy. He's got everything he needs. He can cook great foods, and he hangs out with his family, and he has all these wonderful friends that he has plenty enough to share. He is the complete opposite here of this Four of Pentacles, as you can see. Holding on to everything I have, the tangible things that I have. This right here is intuitive flow and emotional joy. And let me give you, how may I help you? How may I serve you? I have plenty enough of my heart to give, because I blew my heart out. Yes, yes. And on the bottom, you have the Lovers. Oh, beautiful lovers in the house for the beautiful Earth signs. Why? This is Gemini energy. It could be a duality, but it also could be a relationship. It's going to take a lot of frolicking. They said you must frolic, and you Earth signs are like, oh no, I don't know about the frolicking. What the hell? I got to keep it tangible. Got to keep it steady. Got to keep it on. No, the answer is to frolic. And then you will have, why? The Ten of Cups. Complete loving family celebration. This is the epitome of everything through the emotional heart, because you blew out your heart. You broke your heart. You allowed your heart to be broken. You took the blindfold off, freed yourself from the mental torment. You learned to be more open because someone offered you in a very loving, naive way. Here we go. How can I offer you some love? Earth signs. Yes, 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 yes. This is hot, too, I feel. And it's down. Like, it's down a ways. It's not right now. You got a minute to get there. It's all going to depend on how you handle this. All right. We're also going to pull you another major arcana from the Angel Wisdom Tarot for the Earth signs. Then major, what is the major for the Earth signs, please? Unashete my high. Why neki na kuki by china onai china kina no na ni mena kabure shina. Ino ru shikin mo kiki chimna high. When I know chicken mo kupake chicken with high high. The Magician. You have the Magician here. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be successful, manifest. If you believe in it, you can do it. That's what it says. Look at this. Let me see if it, maybe do it like that. There we go. One warning though about the Magician. The Magician is also Mercury, and he's a trickster. And Mercury's in a very tricksterous mood currently. The Lovers is Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Talking, people spying, you know, like things happening that are just naive. Use discernment as you process this. One more. Earth signs. There. Awakening. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your uniqueness. Charitable actions. The opposite of this fellow who doesn't want to give up $1 to even save a puppy. That guy holds on to his stuff that tight. Okay? It's that extreme. This guy is open with his love, his emotions, his flow, his joy. He's allowing without overindulging. Yes, we hear you in the YouTube replay. Oh God, that's so funny. Yeah. This is the Hanged Man, which is basically also this card. It's time to see things from a new perspective as well. And understand that there are people around that are there to assist you with this. But you need to blow out your heart if you want to frolic in the sea with dolphins and your lover. And celebrate modestly. Now we will pull from the Kali, the Goddess Kali deck, and then we'll read a small bit, not the whole thing. If you're interested in the whole thing, we'll probably take a picture if you need it. All right. Number 18, Lalita Tripura Sandari, excuse me. Lalita Tripura Sandari. And we've come right to it. Oh, wait, one more. There it is. Where is our eyeballs? There they are. Lalita Tripura Sandari. With luminous grace, she plays her ways into our hearts, softening hardness and despair, awakening the remembrance of light, of love, of joy. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, sorrow, and pain, and so it is. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Our divine sister goddess invites you to recognize her golden restorative beauty shining within your heart. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty. For this is your essential nature, dear earth signs. Gracefully release all else with dignity. And look at the page number. Page number is 111. 111. It's perfect. You must blow out your heart. You must blow out your heart. Break it wide open. Feel all the tears, the fears, the intensity, the regrets, the shame, the frustration. Feel it all. And then get past it. And you shall be awakened and blessed beyond. Thank you to the earth signs. We appreciate you being here. We love you so dearly. And we are wishing you to frolic. My beautiful sister Amy Ulrich is the one that gave me that Kali deck for my birthday. We love it. Yes, your physical vessel is pained. Yes, it is. I did. I gave myself a break. A big, long. I laid down, and I'm not kidding. I laid down on my UTK healing heated stone mat with the copper and the stones and the infrared. Laid on that thing for a week solid. And for the first few days, I was like using assistance till I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up straight. So, yeah. Blowing out that pain, blowing out that energy, using my hands to move and swap and move and swap. I did psychic surgery all down my spine. And then when I have my massage therapist come, she's also an amazing healer. Her name is Susanna Garner on the island. If you're local and you need one, she's amazing. She even has like physical therapy techniques that she does, and she's lit. She's very awake. And she, you know, I'll work with her, and we smudge and we do a blessing before she works on my body, and then when she's working on my body, and you can do this with acupuncture, you can do it with any massage therapist, you can do it with anything that's, you know, somebody's working. You clear their energy, and if they don't want to smudge, just take some tincture bells or take something and clear their energy before they put their hands on you, right? And then you want to be sure that you envision every touch being the light as it's going into your body. I have a feeling they're going to tell me, like, I've got a thrown sciatica or I've got some kind of disc thing or whatever if I was to go to a Western doctor, but I don't believe in them, so I'm not going. No judgment there. It's just my preference. If I can get it done energetically, naturally, holistically, I am. But, you know, I'm not going to say no forever if it just keeps on and on, right? So at some point, something has to give. So that's just how that is. All right, there we go. Thank you, Earth signs. All right. We're on to air next, right? Thank you, Aaron. Hello, Zena. There's the gorgeous sister. Yay, you are. Look how good she says, I'm here just in time for air. Yes. Say hi to Aaron, everybody. Now, if you are in the chat, remember, I would love to know where you're at. If you could chime in and tell us where you're popping in from, that would be awesome. If you're in one of the groups or you're on my personal page, you have to go through the Ecamm Live Connect link that Renee put in the comments there, because I can't see you because I am only seeing YouTube and the business page. Okay. And Jerry Lynn's here. Yay! I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. Donna says she just got herself a dragon. Very good. I love my dragons. All right. Here we go. I'm going to clear with the gong. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Oops. Air signs. Thought I put that up there. Okay. air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And happy full moon to all the Librans. May you have a balanced, just, and easeful full moon. And that's to all of you. Get a little sip. Okay, on this light side for the air signs, I'm getting whistling. Whistling. Whistle while you work. Now I'm getting a vision of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Wow, I hadn't thought about that in a long time. Okay, so something whistling. Maybe the tone of you whistling will calm you through these times, all right? Hello, Shelly, and hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. All right, so we're on the air signs. This is for the sun, moon, and rising. This is also for you if it makes you have a heart ting, or you get a tone in your ear, or you feel like, oh, that might be for me, then it is for you, okay? If it's not for you, please just leave it, because these are general readings for everyone, okay? Air signs. Let's go, air signs. Beautiful, loving, intelligent, quirky, fun air signs. Right there. And it kicks off with the Knight of Swords. Well, there you are, air signs. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, oops, sorry. Yeah, the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. This is fast communication. This is fast things coming in. This is texts, emails, things that are coming in, messages that are coming in, things that must be attended to, because they're not going to stick around long. It's an in and out energy, all right? And then you have the Hierophant here, all right? What wise decision through what guru is showing up to challenge you? You know, this is going to be a fast challenge, but it's going to have to be some kind of a wise guru. There's some kind of wisdom that's maybe even bubbling up through you from this fast-moving communication, fast-moving energy. Yeah. But it feels kind of wild, and you feel a little bit timid, I feel like, about whatever this is that's coming in. It's like you're not real sure. But it's definitely ancient and quantum. Yeah. Eventually, this is going to take you through a pretty big transformation. Nose is itching. Money's coming. Two of Cups. This is a soulmate union, okay? Whoever you're dealing with. Remember, soulmates, they can be people that you came in and you're complete, like, mortal enemy, but it's your soulmate. Because they purposely came through to push you, to aggravate you, to piss you off, okay? It could go either way. Just keep that in mind. And I'm getting lots of tingles over here on my night side, so I know this could be a heavy energy to deal with. Wise. I just keep hearing wise. You got to be wise through this time. Because coming in from outside of you, you got the Three of Swords. That's 2 readings in a row that we've now gotten the Three of Swords. Three of Swords in the tarot is complete heartbreak, mental strain that wipes out your world. Like, it literally is possibly someone dying. You know, it's grieving. It's not being able to get past that hard shit. But this is coming in from outside of you. So I feel like this is the other person that you're dealing with. Here, air signs. Somebody you're dealing with is going to have to go through this. And you're going to be like the wise one, giving them wisdom, giving them understanding, communicating with them. You know that that's your soulmate. You know it's somebody, even if it's somebody you don't care for. Maybe you don't even like them, your ex or something like that. You know, whoever this may be, they're going to have some serious stuff that they're going to have to go through. Temperance. Major life event, major arcana card, the Temperance, and major life event, the Hierophant. Okay? You know, this Hierophant on top of the Temperance, and look how the Temperance, that's Sagittarius energy. Let's go with the flow. That's I can handle being in the matrix and in a higher consciousness bliss Gaia. I can do both. I keep one foot in each world and I balance that shit. And I don't blow my top. I don't get upset. I don't allow anything to mess with my fire. My flow is sacred fire. Okay, this is sacred fire. You're going to be giving someone some ease here. And you're going to have to, I feel a sternness coming through. Yeah? Okay, so whatever this is, you'll have to be stern about it, but kind. Wisdom. So much wisdom. There's going to be so much wisdom that is brought forth in this transformation, in this transmutation of the energy. 4 Pentacles, that also came out last reading. Completely different deck. All right, so holding on tight to everything you got, right? This is having plenty enough to share and give, but not being charitable. Not opening up. Not opening to the vast possibilities that are there put before you in tangible 3D wealth. But I got to say it, air signs. Hold on to what you have right now. Do not go, and this is for everybody. I hope everybody hears this. Do not go out and overspend on a bunch of stuff right now. Just don't do it. Hold on to what you have. Hold on to what you have. Even if this is with someone you're angry with, someone you're upset with, someone you really don't want to deal with. Because when you do, you're going to gain so much wisdom from all of this. And then you're going to have a brand new, tangible, wise start. This is the Ace of Swords. Out of 78 cards, there are 4 aces. And you got the Ace of Swords. All swords are air, by the way, if you didn't know that. Okay, this is air signs. This is your wheelhouse right here. And this is a epiphany, a brand new idea, a brand new fresh start in something that's logical. No more of this fast and furious in and out. No, you're staying patient because you know that that great communication that you need to hear is coming. Why? Cannot even believe. You cannot make this stuff up. The 9 of Pentacles also showed up in the last reading. So that's 3 cards, 2 readings, 2 separate decks. Do you see? The 9 of Pentacles right here. The reason this is all happening is because the joy and the flow of which you are. You're intuitive. You're psychic as fuck and you know it. So let it happen. I feel like you're also kind of holding back on some things that you need to just let it happen. Get out of your own way. And be supportive. Allow the guru from within. You know, and we really don't even need the guru anymore. Because we're all our own guru. Because we're all creator. We're all intuitive. We all have the knowingness because the God spark runs through us. We have Christ consciousness. So, when you have others around you, just remind them that when they're blowing their heart wide open and you're staying calm and you're offering wisdom, you're both learning from each other. because you chose this before you decide to even become a spirit in a flesh suit. You did. 4 of Pentacles. Just hold on. Patience. And hold on to your things. Don't let other people come in and take your things. All right, so let's also, for the air signs, if you would please give us a major life event, major arcana. This is just the majors from the Angel Tarot deck. Come on with it. Give it to me here. Okay. The Emperor. Logic and organization will increase success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role. This is all about your structure and discipline. The Emperor is also Aries energy, okay? And you can see here, the fire dragon is like, it almost looks like an Aries, but it isn't. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. Okay? The Temperance. Flowing. Knowing. Wisdom. To get to the new start. The new idea. Alien technology type outside of the box stuff. Idea coming. I feel like. Yes. And let's see what else we see here. One more for the beautiful air sign. Yes, that's it. Oh my. The Lovers. Again. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Please make choices from the heart. Vibrant health. Or a recovery from illness. Air signs. This is also duality, and it's also Gemini. It's also the good cop, bad cop. So you may have to play some of that a little bit here in this situation, because you're asking, you're going to be asked to take control of the situation from some kind of communication that's coming in that says you must become the wise guru of your life. This is a soulmate. You chose this ship before you came. There's a big, horrific grief that's going to be happening with someone else outside of you. So you need to be ready, poised, and balanced in your intuitive flow. Hold on to everything you have, including tangible items, because the Emperor is not going to lose his shoes. Right? Love and wellness. Yes. Love and wellness coming your way. And then we will also pull you a Kali, the goddess Kali, who is very much talking to this moon. And she's standing straight across the sky in Leo, talking to Pluto. Both deep, dark, underworld, dirty deeds of the world kind of energies. So it's a good idea to understand that Kali will slay the demons. She won't put up with anything. She's the big bad bitch, and you don't want to play. Kundalini, Shakti, all right. Number 10. What a good number. All right, let's see here. Kundalini Shakti. Oh. Where's it at? The Lovers, right there. Kundalini Shakti. All right, go back. Hers is the arising consciousness that evokes instability within, clearing the inner pathways for higher consciousness to manifest. Inner disturbance and instability wrought by Kundalini Shakti is an obscure grace. Internal disorder is a necessary step towards divine reorganization. Reassure your heart that no matter what may appear to be at a spiritual level, all is well. Say it to yourself now. All is well. Outworn energy is being processed and broken apart. From the ashes of your inner fire, you shall emerge anew, air signs. Let what needs to happen, happen. Be in allowance. Let whomever this is, heart go busting wide open. Whether it's a broken heart due to a tragedy, or if it's something that is deeper, hidden, because things are becoming unearthed this week. Shadows coming up. Things that we really probably are not going to want to look at. Something we prefer not to see. But it must be seen in order to complete and take charge, you know. Soulmate energy. That's a soulmate there. You've got serious celebration and a wish card here. Epiphanies. Ideas. Be the guru. You've got to be the guru of your life to get through this. Thank you very much to the air signs, sending you so much poise and grace and wisdom to get through this week. You can do it. I know you can do it. All right. Let me give these a little bit of a shuffle. On the bottom is wanting to pop. Ten of Swords. This is completion. This is endings. But it's a harsh ending. Left you dead on the floor. People in the background don't give two shits. They're not happy people. They left you this way. So be mindful that it is over. Wisdom comes in striking like a volcano, right? Did I say volcano? Okay, maybe a volcano's going to blow and then the lightning's going to strike on the volcano. Who knows? Wow. All right. I'm going to give these a couple shuffles for the next card. All right. And then these, because I don't think I shuffled these either. I just gave them a hand. I need it. Just release it. Let it go. Inside. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Pull the energy from your body. Take it away. Give it. Give it with love and appreciation for everything it's taught you. Lady Dragon Labradorite holding down the fort there. Okay. Thank you, air signs. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing next? For those of you that are just that are just signing in, remember we're consciously channeling the messages through tonight. So I'm here and then I'm gone. I'm kind of in and out, and I'm getting really high at this point. So I know that I'm about to be really gone. Okay. I gotta stay here enough to do this part. Where is it at? What are we doing? Oh, fire signs. Okay. There we go. Oh, the fire signs are a little off tonight. Well, the Sun is in Aries, and Aries is having a lot of activity, and you should be doing pretty well in that period of your house. With Jupiter being there, about to come up on the Sun, the luckiest day of the year. If you're just signing in, be sure you go back and check out the astrology. Lots of information this week, lots of stuff coming through. And we have the time. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you so much, Miss Erin. It would be wonderful in the chat if you would write maybe something that you're being challenged with this week already, like that you know is coming, that you have to overcome, especially if you're new here, because these people in the Sparkle Tribe are wise, and they are here to help you. It's not just us, it's them as well. They're loving, they're open, they're awakened to their own creator self. So if you're someone who's watching and you're not real sure, if you want to put it in the chat, you can put it there and they will assist you and help you. And then also it's confirming this is my problem. And what we do as a channel is we connect in with you, and then you get your message that you need to hear through the cards. All right? That's right. Please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Thank you, Erin. Everything, all the links are below. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, my fiery, passionate, beautiful, psychic, intuitive go-getters. Fire signs. Yes, we need to hear from the fire sign. Go build a fire. It's always good for you. Yes, I'm seeing a fire. Fire in the woods. Fire in a grill if you have to. You need more fire, literally. Tangible fire. That's for sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, and rising fire signs. Oh my goodness, fire signs. You got one of the aces to kick off your read. The Ace of Pentacles is here to say, it's just a seed. It has to grow, but it will come to fruition with your loving attention. But this is tangible, real in this 3D reality. Okay, it's the tangible ace. Very good. And see the full moon there in the background. Fire. Fire. Okay. Yes. Okay. They want to pack. We have the Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. I kind of knew this was going to be really great for the fire signs. The Queen of Wands. There you are, showing up in your own reading there, fire signs. And then coming in from outside of you, you have the Two of Cups, the soulmate union card. Well, this is about the best reading I've seen in a while. And I had a feeling, because the fire signs are really getting some good positive flow coming their way. So there's a tangible new start, and your challenge is to freaking believe it, okay? Because this right here is the Ten of Cups. This is the epitome of perfect life, perfect family, children, plenty of money, plenty of food, plenty of everything that you could need on an emotional and intuitive level, okay? Standing in your power, standing in your fire, standing in your knowingness, standing knowing that you are the gods and goddesses that you have been looking for, that there's no one coming to save your ass but you. You're the one to do it. The Two of Cups here is outside of you energy. There's a soulmate. There's a partner that's really love and genuine care But you must believe. I keep hearing believe. They aren't believing it. Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. There's just this I can't believe energy here. But you also need more belief in the situation. The moon. There's something that you don't see here. There's something that you don't know. There's something that will become illuminated when you've switched up your belief system, okay? You must understand that this right here is not the end all. And it's not going to stay exactly this way that you think that it's going to stay because you're a fire sign and you said so. No, that's not how it's going to be. And you're going to have people help you. So here at the end, we have a sad card. Not bad for only having one so far. 5 of Swords. But it also is a card of I have championed on. And if I have to leave some behind, or if I have to make some harsh decisions, or if I have to do some things that maybe I wouldn't like to do, I'm still going to do it. Because I'm not going to let anything mess up my belief of my perfect life with my soulmate. Even if I don't have all the information, I have a gold coin here. Tangible. Real. In the family realm. Okay? The Page of Pentacles. That is very similar to this here. The page, it's the youngest, okay? It's the most naive, but it's also the slow, methodical babe, okay? This is a slow, methodical babe. This is knowing that they're thoughtful, wise, and they don't rush anything. There's stability there, but it's fresh and it's new. This is why you don't believe. You don't believe it. Oh my goodness, you have 2 pages. Okay, so you may even have somebody watching you. Okay? You have a lot to learn here. People are watching and paying attention. You do not think they are, but they are. Okay? The words that are going to be spoken are going to lead you to patience. And anybody's, got some words to say or got some this to do, you're just going to stand up and take their swords and leave them in the dirt. I have to say how I read. I cannot help it. Yes, I said it. You may have to be the one that's a little harsh here. I don't think it'll bother you that much, but I want you to still fall back into your heart and be direct. Try not to be horrible harsh. Just be, the light is shining upon you and them. Even those that you may have to. Because they're going to learn and transform their situation from their perception by you doing so. Fire. There. The Lovers. Again, that's 3 times in a row now. Holy moly. Wow. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrate health or recovery from vibrant health. Or hey, vibrate health. I like vibrate better, actually. I think I'll just change that up. Or recovery from an illness. So this is all positive. Very good energy for you. Other than the fact that you are still unknown. You still need to twitch up your belief system a little bit here. Because the ego. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addictions and unhealthy habits. We can all have addictions to all kinds of things. It doesn't have to be just drugs and alcohol. And I feel like there has to do something with it's like needing process. I can't believe this is happening. It's like you don't have the full I want to say entity of that knowingness within you that this indeed is happening. There's something, and it's just slight. It's not like a big whammy one, okay? So that's just something to keep in mind. And on the bottom, you have the Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor or self-discovery. Yeah, I like it. Let's also pull for the lovely fire signs a Kali, the goddess Kali. Krishna. Wow, look at this. It's almost like the Lovers, because Lovers is Gemini, the twins. Look at that. Let's see. Number 41, that's a 5. That's change. All right. Krishna. Or Krishnu. Krishna. That's how I like to say it. There is spiritual intelligence within your soul, fire signs. It is the genius of becoming, of ripening from potential into glorious manifestation. Intimate communion with your own heart will reveal what it is you truly yearn for and set the process in motion for that yearning to be satisfied. The holy fire is Kali. You are holy fire. And she is within your soul. Follow the yearning, seek the light. Let yourself burn bright for what inspires you, and you shall see the path to fruition clearly before you. Believe in what is meant to be, fire signs. Oh my gosh, I need to give you that. Hold on. Oh man, did I not do it last time? I bet I forgot, didn't I? Oh well. Sorry. I can't remember what it was. Alright. Let's see. There. I'm shaking. I gotta put it down. All right. Thank you so much, fire signs. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the sacred flame that you are. Know that fire is in your soul. Okay? And believe, even if it's unknown to you, there will be assistance that'll come through. But ultimately, it's going to be you that has to take charge of this. You have a beautiful new beginning, but it's just the seed of a soulmate to go into the epitome of a utopian union. I like it. Thank you, fire signs. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so I've done earth, air, fire, water. And for the water signs, we have the dragon cards for sure. And I need I feel like somebody was behind me. It's a male. It's not one that I recognize. He's a squirrely little fuck. He's like a poker. Like he likes to pick you. He would be the guy that pulls the pigtails when you were a kid in school. He's that guy. Strange guy that's also here. He was older. He was a wise elder when he was a child. And he knew it. And that's why he picks. And he's picked all his life, he says. He's a picker. I don't know. Maybe that resonates with somebody. Okay. He's on my light side, so I'm okay with it. That's cool. All right, he's pulling back. It's another thing. Since I went through this process of having my back out and having no choice but to lay still, I've been getting visited. I have had so much visitation. It's been wild. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so we are on water signs. Cheers. Speaking of water signs, there's my Scorpio cup if you're new. My fellow Scorpio sisters. Love that cup. All right. Let's do this. Okay, we got everything up. We're good. Oh, I need to clear. For the water signs, take a nice deep cleansing breath and really feel into the tones. I'm shooting this. This is Cosmo. This is a portal. And these frequencies are going to be shooting straight into this microphone. She sings beautiful. She's the divine feminine. And water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, all define feminine water signs, okay? Intuitive, flowing with your highest consciousness is your always best answer. Sure these aren't upside down. Yes, they are. Woo! We were told. That's great. Oh, I love it. All right. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Justice. Fairness. Libra. To kick off the water sign read, I need the time. Thank you. Thank you. They're telling me. Oh my God. Thank you. Sometimes I just forget. There we go. There we go. Major life event, major arcana card. The justice is showing up saying this shit needs to be fair. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be right. I hear you saying this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Demanding someone stand up with something wise, some kind of offering to make this balanced, because you cannot do it all yourself. And I'm upside down with these cards again. Hello. Come on. Magnolias. You will see or have seen magnolias, magnolia trees of some sort. Six of Wands. Six of Wands coming through. This is victory. This is knowing that you are already over halfway there. Okay? This is knowing that you've battled on, you've accomplished some goals, and you've gotten there. And people are going to be challenged. They're going to be like, wow, look at water sign go. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. With this being in your challenge position, I feel like you're yearning for some validation here for what all that is happening in your life. But you're being celebrated, and you've done well up to this point, but you're not done. You haven't accomplished it yet. We go with the one that we saw first, the Fool. 0. It's the very first major life event, major arcana card there, okay? Followed by the Ace of Pentacles comes out again. 4 aces in the deck, and we've had this come out a couple of times already, okay? In different decks. This is a theme. Pay attention to what you own, what you have, the tangible things that you own and you have. This is going to be your best guidance to move forward with this. Something is a seed. It's a beginning. It's a start. Okay? It's coming in from outside of you. This is an energy outside of you coming in. Okay? You must take the leap. This is the Fool. The Fool is Aries energy. It stands on the edge of the cliff, jumps off the damn cliff, but sometimes doesn't pay attention where it's falling. Does it even have a parachute? Well, it has wings. Okay, so we're a dragon, will fly away. But where shall you land? Have you looked to see where you're landing? Have you really looked at all of the details? Justice looks at everything. Think of a judge sitting up in a court. Are you using that kind of wisdom? Or are you just worried about getting there because you're only a little over halfway done, but you've been celebrated and you've gotten given a chance here? But are you really looking at the details? Or are you just jumping because you see a new start? Major life event, major arcana card, the High Priestess is here for you, water signs. The High Priestess has a lot of secrets. There are things that you do not see in this situation, okay? But this is a mystic wisdom, okay? So you may also be coming into someone who is giving you the wisdom, and are you listening? Or are you just like, I'm look at me, what I've done, I'm celebrating. What the fuck was that? Oh shit, some of the things that come out of this mouth. Okay, so the High Priestess is going to let you live a little. But you must understand that she's serious. She keeps the secrets of all the universe. And she trumps this energy. Watch it there, water signs. Do not get ahead of yourself. Jumping off the cliff, not looking at the details. Even if a gold coin shows up in your mailbox, there is something unknown and sinister. This can even be feeling a little sinister to us. Something underneath the surface from which your awareness is at. You need to raise your awareness. Be wise. Wisdom coming through for many signs this week. There needs to be more wisdom in these situations. Everybody's just wanting to jump. Not taking on the time to really investigate and look into the wisdom. The High Priestess knows all of your dirty dark secrets. Or others. Yes. All right. Water sign. Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow process. This is not going to happen as fast as you'd like. You definitely need to slow it down. The Knight of the Pentacles is going to bring in information, but it's slow. It's the slowest knight in the deck. And what do knights do? They rush in on their horse and they deliver information, or they go and they take somebody out and then they leave and go right back to the king. Okay? Assistance and help is there, but it will take time. You are jumping too quickly. On the bottom also came out before. Different deck. The Moon. Another card to validate that there's something that is not seen here. Okay? You're not being illuminated to the entire situation because you're not being investigative to what it is. You must be investigative. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and pull for the angel wisdoms. Yes, yes, yes. The angel wisdom cards. I almost want to sing like the sound of music for you. La 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 la. Don't be in la 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 land during this. Wise. You must be wise. In the shoe came my high. Aranda ke jamunai. Arisha kuku kike mukukiai and again or kill urshino, whatever kill shigala koi. In a good shikro wakapaka high. Nokia shut Nokia wine. In the kidishukudamaki. Aranda shemenokoi. Naya. Naya. Water side. The world is completion. A brilliant success. A time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. Freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself, okay? Be proud of yourself. Yes. Watch the details. Why? Because the sun is there, shining, okay? This is the brightest, best card in the whole deck, and you got it, water signs. Trust the process. Investigate to get there. Okay? This is tangible. Okay, that's Saturn. And then here's another tangible. Okay? And then here is another tangible. Tangible, but slow moving start. But you will get there. It's a completion card. It's the last major arcana in the deck, and you got it. Even though you don't know everything. But because you don't know everything, it needs to be just and fair, okay? For yourself and then for the others. Something's coming though for you. It's just a slow mover. And you want to jump and it's not going to happen that fast. The Emperor. The Emperor came out at another sign. I cannot remember because I'm too fucking high at this point. Okay, so the Emperor, logic and organization will increase your success. What was I just saying? Take charge of your situation. Accept the leadership role if you must. Structure and discipline. See, this is Saturn. He is all about structure and discipline. And Libra is about love and values, but it's also justice. And this entire week, with all of this stuff that's happening in the matrix that is attached to the astrology, has a massive message of everything needs to be just. This is Libra, full moon. All right, let's also get you a Kali Oracle. Kali, Goddess Kali, for the lovely water signs. Come on with the Kali. Which Kali is for the water signs, please? Which is it? Which is it? Which one? Which Kali is it? Right there. Kamala Devi. Kamala Devi for the water signs. Look at her. Woo! Love it. Kamala Devi. Somebody needs to make that for me. That'd be awesome. 25. Kamala Devi. Or Devi. Maybe it's Devi. Kamala Devi. That sounds better. We witness her beauty, and all struggle melts into grace upon a grateful sigh. The heart softens into her protection and radiates peace. Her presence transforms frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give freely and joyfully. Water signs. Abundant divine blessings are upon you. Oh, you must believe and trust in it. It will come. It's just going to take time. This and this are very similar energies, but this is a younger archetype. More naive, not watching, not paying attention to the people that are telling him around him, oh, hold on, water sign. Chill out. It's coming. But you don't know everything yet. But the sun is there shining on you with the moon. On a Libra, full moon with justice. Tangible, slow process. Unknowns. You don't know everything. But the contentment of knowing now that the victory is won and just trusting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is it for the night. Thank you so much to everybody who came tonight. And thank you, water signs. I'm sending you grace, ease, and patience. Contentment with who you are. I love you so very much. This has been wonderful. And I cannot wait to do it again. I always miss being here. And the guides love you guys. Thank you. God bless everybody. Have a beautiful week, even through the chaos. Remember, it's an illusion. It's a game. And we're all playing a game called life. And we all chose these challenges. So push through, heart-centered. Stop. Put your hand on your heart. Am I acting now in April from the heart? So important. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you all. Una leshe te manahai. Una sheke mana una kinahai. Inorushikina mukahai unuchina nene. Shinonoka maka rushikia nakai. Inokina hai shikini. Orashikimai. You are sacred, you are sovereign, you are divine. Stand powerfully in your flame and balanced in your light. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. See you next time.